Weird and wonderful interwebs, it is I, David, least fit of all the Hewletts, probably of all the nerds as well, here with another Burn and Learn. I say another, it's been a few days at least. I have not felt like it at all. I could not convince myself to do it. I don't know, I don't know if anyone has the same problem here, but I find I get up days, I get down days. I get like little moments of like, yeah, this is going to be a really crap kind of like day thing. So yeah, not really sort of down particularly, but just sort of just not feeling at all in the way of physical exercise. I could see no joy in that. And of course, there really isn't. But point being is, I leapt on the torch device today as soon as I could drag my butt off the sofa with my wonderful big cup of tea. I've leapt on it. I've done 56 minutes, I guess. No, what am I saying? No, I did 66 minutes. Ooh, I'm even better. But I only did it set at 5 today. Resistance was only at 5. Why am I standing here beside a giant box? Because this is my mission for today, is that I am introducing the kids to the sainsmart, Genmitsu CNC router. This is a little desktop router, nice, cheap little desktop router that sainsmart were very, very kind to send me when I begged them. And so I want to make sure I've held off opening it, even though it's killing me, because I want to show the TechBandits kids. So I'm having a little sort of unboxing at lunch today. So at like 12:30 or whatever, I'm gonna fire up the Zoom and let them see what's in here. I guess I'll try to record that as well. I don't really want to go live because I've got the kids and I just don't feel it's fair on them or their parents. But I will, I'll record it, maybe get some highlights or something out of it as well. So, because I do want to show this baby off. And sainsmart have been really, really nice about sending it to me. In the middle of an apocalypse, I got a CNC router. I splurged a little because they were so kind. I actually went and bought the laser as well. So I've got the laser etcher as well, which might be good because I'm not sure if it actually comes with any of the little bits I need. Anyway, so Burn and Learn today. Today I took kind of a break from the computer programming and went and just reveled in the gloriousness that is the C4DLive NAB show that they've been doing. This is my friends at Maxon, my friends at Red Giant, the amazing Andrew Kramer. So I saw Andrew Kramer's talk. Amazing guy, and Element 3D, and just everything he does is just extraordinary. I mean, he was one of him and Red Giant are what got me interested in visual effects in the first place. So we had Andrew Kramer, we had Seth Worley, who is always an immense pleasure to watch and always incredibly insightful into sort of filmmaking and the whole process. Well, the entire process, really. I mean, even though he does visual effects, he has a lot to say about writing, directing, everything. I mean, he's just an amazing, amazing guy to watch. So I watched his presentation. I watched Daniel Hashimoto's presentation, who is my wonderful friend who I worked with on another Red Giant project. Always doing just mind-blowing action movie kid stuff on YouTube, so you should check him out as well. His talk was all about how to put giant monsters into your scenes, which is, of course, exactly the kind of stuff that I would want to know. And who else did we have in there? We also had Stu Maschwitz. Oh my God, Stu Maschwitz is like he looks 12, but he's actually been in the industry for like 1,000 years. Maybe not 12, but so he's locked at home alone. So what does he do? He figures out how to do the Matrix shot, the bullet time, by himself at home. So just again another extraordinary demonstration. So I've been sort of plowing through those over the weekend, and I sat down to some intense viewing while I was on the elliptical machine today. So that was the learn of my Burn and Learn. Oh my God, and my brain is like woohoo, because between the Red Giant stuff and the Cinema 4D stuff and the Element, the Videocopilot stuff, that's Andrew Kramer's stuff. All of whom have been incredibly supportive of my interest in this stuff, and I'm just dying to get the kids into it because I know that they're going to love it. If they can get past the hurdle of the work part, I think they will just love this stuff. And again, all of these companies and all of these amazing sort of artists have just sort of conspired to make this easier and easier to do. So I'm playing with visual effects. I'm about to play with some real 3D stuff. As well as the visual effects stuff, and it's one of the things that I said in my chat with the code cadets from Canberra the other day. I had an amazing chat with this group of kids and teachers who work out of Australia and have a much more organized and extensive kind of a TechBandits program, but it's there. I mean, this is real, computer programming and penetration testing and all sorts of security stuff, all of which they've been very kind to help me to share with me as well. So I'm looking forward to playing with that. I'm feeling very fortunate, I gotta say. I may not have felt like exercise, but boy, I've had a great sort of little community weekend online, let me tell you. So I'll be playing with that as well. One of the things that I said in that talk was that I think one of the most important tools for kids these days is to learn how to do 3D design, because it applies to everything. It applies to the real world with CNC routers and 3D printers and manufacturing. It applies to fashion for a lot of fashion design stuff, and it applies to all of the sciences. There's 3D printing happening in basically all the sciences. You wouldn't think it was happening in biology, but it is. It happens in biological experiments as well. I know insect specialists who have to 3D print little holders for their insects and stuff. It works for video games. It works for visual effects. It's like, I just think it is the most important tool for kids to have. I think if there's one thing I would focus on, it would probably be the 3D design side of stuff, which I know nothing about, but I absolutely love. Because I just feel like there's so much inspiration you can pull from that, and there's so many different areas that you can sort of influence with this technology. And I've only just scratched the surface with it, I'm sure. So anyways, there you have it. There you be. I better get myself gussied up for my sainsmart Genmitsu CNC router. This is the 3018 Prover. I really pushed for this one because it has a little more protection. It has some nice plexi sides to stop kids from being blinded. It has a emergency stop switch. It has all the things that my wife would love me to have. But it is definitely a neat little beast that I'm just really looking forward to getting into. But of course, I have to wait till the kids are here, because it's all about the kids, apparently. Till we geek again, cheerio!